It's time now for Spears on Sports with John Spears, presented by M&M Carnage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Scooter.
And me.
Yeah, welcome in. It's Friday.
Woo!
Football Friday.
Yeah!
Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Carnage, John Spears, and Scooter Dingus. No Tony Burke today.
What is up with that?
Well, he's not listening because apparently he's busy today.
What's he doing?
I get a text last night.
All right.
Sorry about the late notice. Going to be out for the show tomorrow. Spending the day with my wife before we go to Boyle County for the game.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Can't take an hour out of his date day.
Hang on. What time are you all leaving Louisville?
About 4 o'clock.
And this show is 10 to 11,
Yeah.
one whole hour.
Yeah. And he lives literally 5 minutes away.
That gives
So
him
an hour and 10 minutes.
gives him 6+ hours with the wife.
I know.
What the heck?
I know.
Where's the loyalty?
There is none, obviously.
You know what I thought you were going to say?
Yeah.
Thought you were going to say it's because they've been so bad with their mortal locks, he couldn't face it anymore.
He actually sent me his mortal locks.
All right.
So I got those. Him and Big Al the Fish.
Let me guess. Giants, Titans,
Giants, Jets,
Saints.
You can't take Giants and the Saints. They play each other.
That's true.
You can't do that. Maybe Bengals, right? Who knows? But Tony is on I guess he's getting a manicure, pedicure. I don't know what he's doing.
Good for him.
He's on a date with Mama.
He'll be fresh for tonight?
I guess. I hope so. I hope he's not worn out, if you know what I mean. I'm driving, so that's good. That's the good part.
He'll need a nap.
He might need maybe he's just going to take a nap. Maybe he's napping right now. Who knows? But Tony not here. It is Friday, October 3rd. M&M Carnage Hotline is open, 502-384-1450, 384-1450. Game Day Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Game Day Men's Health, redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit Game Day Men's Health. Let me try that again. 3, 2, 1. Visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 502-414-1450. Six-pack coming up, unsponsored six-pack. I'm back where I'm used to being, Scooter, under 500.
Yeah.
So let's turn it around this week. And you know what? Let's go 4-2. I'm not asking for a 6-0 week just yet. Let's go 4-2. Let's
take the Hoosiers.
Baby steps. Can't take the Hoosiers. They don't play.
Yeah, so they can't lose.
They can't win, though. I got to get wins.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ties don't count?
Ties. If the ties count, I'll take Indiana, and I'll take 6 teams on a bye. St. X of Boyle County tonight, 7 o'clock, right here on the Big X. Tiger football, 6:35 is the pregame. Join Tony Burke and myself for that. And who you got tonight?
I am at New Albany for Jeffersonville, New Albany. Big-time rivalry. One of the state's oldest.
I just got a text from Tony's wife.
Uh-oh.
I might be in trouble. It says, thanks for the shout-out.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So, Tony, very busy doing manly things today. I don't know what he's doing, so there you go. He's I know, putting a new roof on. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not here today. I'm tired, Scooter.
Same.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. I stayed up for almost the whole NFL game.
And I'm sure we were awake late for the same reason.
Yeah.
Life of a Showgirl.
No.
Dropped last night.
Tell me you listened to it.
Tay-Tay. It dropped at midnight, so that's 2.5 hours I can't get back. No, I didn't listen to that. But it's a funny joke. I should have kept it going. Yeah, I'm tired, man. The songs are incredible.
Well, I would have asked you your favorite song, and then
I had
the gig
no idea.
Up.
Well, I would have said "Life of a Showgirl" was my favorite song because I'm
point.
guessing, and I could be wrong because she's done this before, but I'm going to guess that's one of the song titles. I don't know that. In fact, I'll look that up while we're hanging out here. You stayed up for the whole football game?
Yeah. Look at me go.
Overtime.
Yeah.
Well done.
I didn't stay awake for overtime, actually.
Well, you didn't miss a whole lot. You got a field goal from the Niners and a fourth down non-conversion by the Rams. The Rams should have won this game. They should have. Now, they weren't going to cover. They were 8.5-point favorites. San Francisco 26, Los Angeles 23.
That's an over.
That is an over. You needed the overtime to get the over, but you got the overtime, so you got the over.
Yeah.
4-1 are the Niners, the beat-up 49ers without their quarterback, without two receivers. Banged up. Bosa's done for the year. They are 4-1 now in that tough division that includes Seattle and the Rams.
They looked really good. Take a bow, Kendrick Bourne.
And Mac Jones.
And Mac Jones.
Kendrick Bourne, 10 for 142?
Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me? Wasn't he a Patriot at one time?
He was. Yep.
Wasn't Mac Jones a Patriot at
He
one
was.
time? Huh.
Yep.
Huh. Things that make you go, Mac Jones, 33 of 49, 342 yards and 2 touchdowns without an interception. The game of his life, I would say yes. And Bengals, here's a little advice. Get yourself a good backup quarterback.
They thought they had one.
Because it matters. It matters. Look at the 49ers. They're 4-1 with Brock Purdy in his turf toe. Mac Jones could have gone anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Could have gone anywhere. And this tells me that Mac Jones, when he was with New England and they didn't have an offensive coordinator, they tried Matt Patricia, a defensive coach, as offensive coordinator. That hurt Mac Jones. Now he's got Kyle Shanahan. He's got a good offensive mind. And look what he did last night. There's a reason that the 49ers considered drafting him with their first-round pick. Instead, they took Trey Lance, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that work out? They have fallen ass backward into good quarterbacks. When you take a quarterback like Trey Lance with your first pick, you're not supposed to land on your feet when it goes poorly.
And he started very few games for them too, right?
Yes, terrible. And now they fall into Brock Purdy with the last pick of the draft, and they fall into Mac Jones. How lucky is that? Well, you can call it luck or you can call it good scouting and good general managership.
Isn't it a lot easier for a quarterback, though, in San Fran with I don't know, with maybe Christian McCaffrey?
That helps a little bit, but you got to remember he was missing Jennings. He was missing Pearsall. He had guys out there who you never heard of, including some people probably never heard of Kendrick Bourne.
Sky Moore. DeMarcus Robinson.
Crazy. And Christian McCaffrey, who it's great to have if you're a quarterback for sure, only 22 carries for 57 yards last night.
But look at his receiving.
Yeah.
That's where he made his money.
He caught the ball. Without those receivers, hey, Christian, I'm throwing it to you.
Yeah. 8 catches from a running back.
At least 1 touchdown, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Rams, look, Kyron Williams, 14 carries, 65 yards, but that big fumble at the end of regulation inside the 2-yard line. The Rams are going to win that game if he scores a touchdown.
Sure.
We're under 2 minutes to play. They did get the ball back and did kick the game-tying field goal to get it to overtime. But there's no overtime if they score a touchdown there. And keep in mind, they missed that extra point.
Mm-hmm.
When they tied they're down 14-0 early. They get the game tied at 20, and they miss the extra point. Killer. Just killer. One of the best things the NFL ever did was move the extra point back.
I love it.
They move it back because you can't go get a beer now. You got to watch. And if you watched last night, you saw the Rams miss the extra point. Matthew Stafford, 30 of 47, 389, and 3 touchdowns. So the 2 quarterbacks combined for 731 yards passing, and this game barely hit the over. That's hard to do.
Stafford
23.
is 37. And he's arguably having one of the best years of his career.
I like when you look over on the sideline and he's sitting over there on the bench and he's got just his gray beard, right? I mean, his beard is the beard that he has, which it looks like he can't hardly grow a beard, but it's white. And you go, this guy's playing quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. The other thing I'll point out, That was a home game for the Niners, man.
Yeah.
L.A., the Rams and the Chargers, I don't know what it is. They never have a home game, neither one of them. Because the L.A. crowd, I guess right now they're into the Dodgers. Maybe they're into the WNBA. Maybe they're into the Galaxy. A little soccer going on. I don't know what it is. UCLA stinks. I know it's not UCLA.
I've always kind of chalked it up to the stadium, right? I mean, because doesn't the stadium feel like a destination type of spot where
SoFi
outside visitors are gonna want to go check it out?
But that's why you buy the season tickets and you go to the games. They don't. It's like there's too many things to do in L.A., not just sports-wise. There's too many things to do in L.A. to worry about a football game.
Yeah.
And so the Niners had the crowd last night. It was a road game for the Rams, and it always is. I think the Chargers have a little more loyalty out of their fans than the Rams do. They get more Charger fans in there for a game. But the Rams, they basically play 17 road games, which is a shame because they're a really good football team.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're 3-2 in that division. I think Seattle, is 3-1. Am I correct on that?
Yep.
And Arizona is 2-2. They're going to get a win this week because they play my Titans. So by the end of this week, everybody's going to be over 500 in the NFC West.
I don't know. I'm not ready to chalk up an Arizona win quite yet. They're decimated at running.
Well, let me tell you what. I'm a Tennessee fan, and I've watched them play.
They do stink.
They put up a goose egg last week. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again this week, and Arizona will be the first member of the unsponsored six-pack. Let me just say that.
Early preview.
So six-pack coming up a little bit later. We'll play Guess the Spread, although you can't lose.
Yeah, I like that.
Right? Tony's not here, so you can't lose. I do have Tony and Big Al's mortal locks in the NFL. I haven't looked at them because I didn't want to have it affect my six-pack. So I didn't look at them. So we'll do that together. Birthdays are coming up. We can laugh together. Yeah, birthdays are coming up as well. Baseball. Poor Jim out in the hallway there.
He's down.
He looked like Charlie Brown. Just a sad puppy.
He's been staying away from sugar, and he got a donut this morning.
He's feeling bad.
Yeah.
Yankees 4, Red Sox nothing. They win the series. They advance to take on the Blue Jays. Cam Schlittler. I can't tell you how many times I've heard that name messed up.
TJ on Kentucky Roll Call yesterday.
How many times?
Must have said it 5 or 6 times. And then finally producer Matt had to chime in. TJ, I think you're missing an L.
By the way, I want to say something to TJ, and please don't call TJ. You can text. I'm not going to respond to it. But there's a reason, and it's not a controversial reason. There's no conspiracy here. There's a reason the NFL chose Bad Bunny to do the halftime show. That's all. There's a reason. They want people to watch the game and watch the NFL. And this guy is the second largest streamer in the world.
Behind who?
Behind Tay-Tay. And whether he sings all of his songs in Spanish or not, there will be more eyes of the world on the Super Bowl because he's the halftime performer.
Yep.
And that's the only reason they're doing it. It's all about money. It's not about a political statement. So take it easy, TJ. He's, by the way, I've seen him on Saturday Night Live. Very funny guy. He was in Happy Gilmore 2, right?
He was
As
great.
a caddy. He was funny in that. And just because his songs are all in Spanish, let's don't hold that against him. And he's very entertaining. I've seen a couple of concert videos of a couple songs, and he gets it done, man.
I mean, that's the thing. We may not know what he's going to be saying, but our bodies will feel it. We'll be sitting there dancing.
He brings in the crowd. That's all I'll say. And that's why the NFL's having him sing at halftime. All right, back to the Yankees after that non-political announcement. Schlittler, 8 innings. Well, I have mastered the name, by the way.
You have.
8
Well
innings,
done.
5 hits, 12 strikeouts, all 4 runs by the Yankees in that 4th inning. And I felt bad for Conley Early, who is the youngest starting pitcher for the Red Sox in a playoff game since Babe Ruth.
Whoa.
But When the fourth inning started with a pop-up by Bellinger that fell in the Bermuda Triangle out in right center field, you had one guy looking at it, one guy diving for it, one guy looking at those two guys, and he got to second base, and I thought, this is it. This is it. That's what it takes in a game like this, a little blooper. Mm-hmm. And they got a couple of more bloopers, a couple of hard hit balls. They get 4 runs in the fourth, and now they'll take on Toronto. These two young pitchers, they both look like they could be in high school.
Yeah, especially early.
Especially early, yeah. But they were great. They were, it was Ron Guidry. You don't remember these names, but it was Ron Guidry against Louis Tiant. It was Roger Clemens against Roger Clemens because he played for both. See what I did there? But that's what it was. And they were great other than the one inning. And that's all it takes in the postseason. Ask the Cubs. Cubs win 3-1 over San Diego. They advance to take on Milwaukee. This is going to be fun. Craig Counsell, the manager of the Cubs, against the team he left to manage the Cubs, the Milwaukee Brewers. They feel slighted when he left. PCA MVP. PCA did finally break out, had 3 hits and an RBI. Crazy ninth inning because the Cubs had a 3-0 lead, and they'd already used their closer earlier in the game. So Padres go home run, then a strikeout where strike 3 on a 3-2 pitch was about 6 inches outside the strike zone, and the guy took it and the Bogarts was headed to first, and they blew him out. And this is why ABS is now a thing for next year. Mm-hmm. There is no way that call's not changed last night. The next 2 guys get hit by a pitch with 2 strikes. So San Diego should have had bases loaded, nobody out. Instead, they had 2 on with 1 out. Cubs change pitchers. Andrew Kittredge comes in, able to close it down there in the 9th, and the Cubs win it 3-1. Detroit over Cleveland 6-3.
Wait, hold on.
Yep.
So Andrew Kittredge started game 2.
Yes.
Pitched 1 inning.
Yes.
And then he comes back in game 3 and pitches the last inning?
He gets the save.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the playoffs, man. You're going to see everything.
Yeah.
Who was warming up? Matthew Boyd was warming up in the bullpen next to Kittredge. So a Cubs starter who probably hasn't pitched a relief appearance in his career was warming up. Detroit beats Cleveland 6-3, 4-run 7th inning. One of my favorite names, Derek Dingler, hits a home run to give Detroit the lead, a 2-1 lead. They win at 6-3. Detroit will now travel to Seattle, and the Dodgers will play at Philadelphia. All those games, all those series start tomorrow. That Dodgers-Phillies, it feels like a championship series.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it just does. Shohei Ohtani's going to pitch the opener.
Outside of that series.
But the Dodgers had the 3rd best record in the National League. That's why they're playing each other.
Outside of Dodgers-Phillies, what series you looking forward to the most?
Well, I'm a Cubs fan, so I think Cub-Milwaukee is fun. Here's who nobody's talking about, Seattle.
Yeah, that's my second favorite series.
Detroit at Seattle.
It's going to be awesome.
Look, I think Seattle is by far the better team, but Detroit can win that series.
For sure.
So I agree with you. Boring series, I think, is Yankees-Toronto.
Yeah, I'm with you. I kind of feel that way about Cubs Brewers as well, but
I don't. To be honest, I don't think the Cubs have a snowball's chance in hell.
You don't think so?
No. And you were right the other day. These are 5-game series, so I guess you got a better. If you're the underdog, you got a better chance in a 5-game series than you do in a 7-game series.
Sure.
So 5-game sets here in the divisional series. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We'll check on Tony and Big Al, the Fish's mortal NFL locks. Much more coming as well. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big Al. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. John Spears, Scooter Dingus.
Do you remember? Got to fill Tony's role here.
Yeah, there you go. Little ZZ Top. You're just like the ZZ Top cover band. Tony's actually ZZ Top.
That's true.
So
Beard and all.
there you go. Yeah, beard and all. M&M Cartage hotline's open, 384-1450. If you'd like to join in the conversation, 384-1450. Game Day Men's Health text line open as well, 502-414-1450. That's how you text the show, 414-1450. Let's get right at it. Tony and Big Al, we don't have music for this because, again, they haven't had a winning. Well, they went 3-1 last week.
Yeah, they got to go 5-2.
I'm sorry, they went 3-2.
5-0.
They have to go 5-0.
Absolutely.
Wow.
They'll get an intro song after that.
You're tough, man. But all right. All right, let's start with Denver at Philadelphia. Tony and Big Al the Fish's mortal NFL locks, by the way. Denver at Philadelphia. Who do you think they're taking, Scoots?
Denver, for sure.
Look, Philadelphia, let's be honest. They haven't been overly impressive, but they're 4-0. 4-0's 4-0. They could easily be 2-2. Denver got off to a slow start. They've looked good the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Then they're getting 3.5 on the road at Philly. I kind of feel like this might be one of those weeks where Philly puts it all together because they haven't played well. But there you go, Denver plus 3.5. Las Vegas at Indianapolis. The Colts took their first loss last week, but they scored a lot of points again. The Rams had a late 88-yard touchdown when the Colts only had 10 guys on the field to win the game in the last couple of minutes. So that's a breakdown. But Colts are 7 here at home against Vegas. Who do you think?
7?
Yeah. Who do you think they have?
Surely Las Vegas.
Yeah, they're taking the Raiders.
I'll be at that game, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Those are the end zone seats, right? You've been. Have you been?
Yeah, so I know the Big X are the end zone seats. I can't.
Oh, these aren't the Big X seats.
No, I'm going with my uncle. I can't remember where their seats are.
There are some. I don't want to say bad seats in the dome, but seats I'd rather be home. Because I'm going to watch it on the big screen in the stadium anyway.
Like me being there last year to cover Providence's state championship game.
That is.
I could have touched the roof.
That is way too far away for media. That's just way too far away. All right, Washington at Los Angeles against the Chargers. I don't know that it's going to be a faux home game for the Commanders, but maybe it'll be 50-50 on the crowd. Chargers are now 2.5 because Jane Daniels, they think is going to go, but they're not 100% sure. And if he does go, he's not going to be 100%. Who do you think Big Al and Tony got here?
Probably Washington.
They do love the points. They love the points to a fault.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take the points, it's like me. When I bet all those over, Scooter, they don't all hit. They take the points. They don't all hit. They got Washington plus 2.5 at the Chargers. Sunday night football. New England at Buffalo. The number's 8.5 here. The Bills haven't been overly impressive offensively this season. And by the way, New England's better than everybody thinks. Drake May's pretty good. 8.5 is a big number here. And I'm not saying I'm taking it in the 6-pack, but they are taking it in the mortal locks. New England plus 8.5. What do you think about that one? Hard to take against Buffalo at home.
It is, but I don't hate it because I think what you said there about New England, they are a lot better than people are giving them credit for. I mean, I saw them firsthand against the Steelers. They're a good program.
Monday night football. Dun, 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 dun. Kansas City, who really looked good against Baltimore last week, at Jacksonville.
Oh, God.
Under the radar Jaguars are 3-1. 3-1. Trevor Lawrence has looked good. That offensive line has been good. They've opened holes for the running backs. The defense has been solid. Jacksonville is catching 3.5 at home here against the Chiefs. On the road Chiefs. I'm trying to lead you to where they're going. They're taking the Jags.
Oh, for sure. I knew. I already wrote it down.
Plus 3.5.
I see 2 and 3.
Oh, you know what? We should have played guess the spread first. Now you know the spreads.
To those 5.
to those 5. So Jacksonville plus 3.5. There you go. Denver, Vegas, Washington, New England, Jacksonville, all catching points. Good luck to Tony and Big Al.
Good luck.
Gonna need it.
Just takes one, as Tony would say.
He says that every time.
Just takes one.
But they haven't hit one. So when you're in the third year of this thing, just takes one. Does that get you even?
Might want to change the strategy at this point.
No, that's not going to happen. All right, let's play Guess the Spread.
Let's do it.
Oh, no music. Minnesota, Cleveland in London, Scooter, Sunday, 9:30. Keep in mind, Cleveland had to go over there this week.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's been over there for 2 weeks.
They stayed over there. Yep.
They took it on the chin from Pittsburgh last week in Ireland. Now they're over in London. What's the spread?
Minnesota.
Dylan Gabriel, first start for the Cleveland.
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
And I think that helps Cleveland, actually.
I'll still go Minnesota 3.5.
That is on the nose.
Yeah.
Scooter gets 2 points right off the bat.
That's why Tony didn't show up today. He knew he'd get another butt whooping.
Houston at Baltimore, both teams 1-3. It's looking more and more. He didn't practice again yesterday. No Lamar Jackson in all likelihood this weekend. The Ravens are at home against a 1-3 Houston team coming off a win.
I think I saw this one because it's a weird line. Houston 1.5.
2.5 now.
Okay.
But you're right. It was 1.5.
Weird line.
2.5 now.
Houston stinks.
I guess I'll give you a point even though you admitted that you saw it. There's no competition this week, so it doesn't matter.
I'll win either way.
Miami at Carolina, again, 2 1-3 teams. Tyreek Hill with the ugly. Did you see it, by the way?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Whew.
Wish I didn't.
Ugly knee injury, out for the season. Carolina, after they shut out Atlanta, they came back to earth last week. Both teams 1-3, and the Panthers are at home.
I'm going to go Miami 1.5.
It's 1.
Miami?
Yes.
Wow.
So you get another point.
All right.
Wow, way to go. Vegas, Indy, we'll skip that. Indy is 7. We already talked about that. The Giants and New Orleans. Ooh, I wish that game was locally on TV. Don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Dart and the Giants at 1-3 against Spencer Rattler and the 0-4 Saints. Blech. I just threw up a little in my mouth.
I think I saw this one as well. New Orleans at home, right?
Correct.
And they're 1.5.
That's correct. I'm only going to give you a 1 point because you think you saw it.
That doesn't make sense to me. Giants looked so much better last week.
Here's the theory. Now they have tape on Jackson Dart in a competitive situation. Not a preseason game, not a practice game, not Ole Miss tape. They've got Jackson Dart and you can prepare for that. Now, will Jackson Dart adjust to what New Orleans adjusts to? That's the question. And that's why the home team's favored because it's his second start, so teams are going to be caught up on what he does well.
I just trust Jackson Dart so much more through one start than I trust either of those clowns for New Orleans.
I kind of do too. And don't call Tyler Shuck a clown, but I kind of do too.
Well, he's not playing, though, is he?
I do. Well, you said those 2 clowns. Who else are you talking about besides?
That's a good point.
I mean, if
you got me.
If you're not talking about Rattler, you got to be talking about Shuck. I don't even know who the third string quarterback is. I kind of trust Jackson Dart here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that.
I like that.
Dallas at the Jets. The Cowboys are 1-2-1. The Jets are goose egg and 4 here. Again, at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Dallas is 4.5?
2.5. J-E-T-S.
Almost went 3.5.
How's Jerry Jones going to do when they lose to the Jets?
That'd be great.
Denver at Philly, we already talked about. Tennessee at Arizona, 4:05 game. The Titans, I believe, and this is objective here. I believe they're the worst team in football. They're 0-4. Arizona 2-2. People expected them to have a better year here. What's the spread?
Arizona 6.5.
7.5. I give you a point there.
All right.
Tampa Bay at Seattle, another 4:05 game. Both teams 3-1. This is a fun game. Baker Mayfield against Sam Darnold in Seattle, the 12th man in Seattle. What do you got?
Just because Seattle's at home, we'll go 2.5.
It's 3.5, and you get another point there.
I'm on a roll.
Detroit at Cincinnati. Did you see this one already?
No.
Okay, Detroit at Cincinnati. That is the Fox game at 4:25, believe it or not. Jake Browning going to get another shot at it here. And the Lions have been really, really good since that opening week loss to the Packers.
Lions 11.5.
10.5.
I'll take it.
That's a winner. Washington, the Chargers, we've been through that. We've been through New England and Buffalo. We've been through Kansas City. So 4 teams on a bye, 5 games we didn't even pick, and you still got 8 points.
Yeah, that was good.
Damn, Scooter.
I was rolling today.
Taking you to the boat with me this weekend.
Heard you would.
We're going gambling. All right, Kentucky and Georgia, 12 o'clock start down in Athens between the hedges. Is there any hope at all here?
No.
Is there any hope at all?
No.
All right, let me give you a little number. Let me give you a little statistic. In the last 6 years against Georgia, Kentucky has been an underdog of at least 17 points 5 of those 6 years.
Whoa.
And at least a 20-point dog 4 of those 6 years. Kentucky covered all 5 games. All 5 games.
I mean, they're going to cover.
That they were an underdog of 17 or more, they have covered.
I gave you the stat on Georgia. I believe that was yesterday. I mean, I think Kentucky will cover. I don't think they have a chance to win. No.
I picked that game in the 6-pack.
Did you?
Yeah. Why not?
Hopefully for the Cats.
Louisville hosting Virginia. Louisville's a 6.5-point favorite against a ranked opponent. So we've got the home underdog, home unranked team against a ranked opponent here. It's a system game that says take Louisville. We got 2 of those this week where the home unranked team is actually favored.
What's the other one?
Against the ranked team. Cincinnati, who's 3-1, is favored over undefeated Iowa State.
No, that's not going to
by
happen.
a 1.5.
Take Iowa State.
Nippert Stadium, baby.
Take Iowa State.
I don't know. Back to Louisville, though. Virginia comes in high as a kite.
Yeah.
They beat Florida State at home on a Friday night. This is a double system because they are winning at home, going on the road. It's called the letdown theory.
Yep.
And Louisville, again, had an off week. They're ready to go. Here's a question for you.
Louisville had Pittsburgh.
Louisville beat Pittsburgh. You're right. Who has the longest active FBS streak of scoring at least 24 points?
I'm guessing Louisville.
Louisville, 18 games in a row. The next highest is 12. Memphis and Penn State. 18 games in a row, the Cards have scored at least 24 points. That is that's pretty impressive for Jeff Brom, the offensive mind, which is exactly what that number is about. So anyway, back to the Cards and Florida State. Everybody's healthy. I wonder how invested some of these guys are, because I'm just going to say I've heard some things, as Bobby De Niro said in Goodfellas. I heard some things that maybe some guys are looking ahead to their NFL futures and not as invested as they really needed to be. And maybe a couple of those guys got held out of a game when we didn't know they weren't going to play. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, now I'm going conspiracy theory. I didn't want to do that. But now you're into league play. Hopefully they are. Look, they played great last week. After being down 17-0.
Yeah, to come back and win that.
That was a really solid performance about a team that really, really wanted to win that game. And I hope it's the same this week. 6.5's a lot, though. Don't you think?
Not really. No, I mean, I think with everything played into this game, Virginia coming in off that big time win, the emotions of that.
Yeah.
I've got Louisville by double digits here.
6.5 seems to be a lot. All right, before I take a break here, MLB schedule for Saturday. And by the way, is anybody watching baseball tomorrow?
I'll be watching both.
I mean, college football is now it's a lighter week this week in college football.
There's not that many great games.
There's only 2 games where ranked opponents are going against each other. Cubs Milwaukee will start it off on TBS at 2:08. Don't know who the Cubs are going to throw. Freddie Peralta will go for Milwaukee. He's got 17 wins and an ERA of 2.70. 408 Yankees in Toronto. I was surprised they didn't get the night spot, but 408 Yankees in Toronto on Fox. They have not announced the starting pitchers for that one. 638 Dodgers and Phillies. TBS, Ohtani and Christopher Sanchez.
That's going to be awesome.
Both guys' ERAs under 3. And then you got 838 Detroit and Seattle on FS1. Detroit hasn't announced a starter. Former Red Louis Castillo will go for the Seattle Mariners. So there you go. There's your baseball schedule. We'll take a break. Come back with more, including birthdays and the unsponsored six-pack. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big Apple. Welcome back. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage, John and Scooter. Final segment of the week.
Woohoo!
M&M Cartage hotline is closed.
Shut it down.
Game Day Men's Health text line still open, 502-414-1450. If you'd like to text the show, 414-1450. I was reading a text here, Scooter, that is not for this show, but is Georgia really going to cancel their football series with Louisville?
That's the rumor. Yeah.
They're supposed to play next year and the year after that, if I'm not mistaken. And I was reading last night that Georgia would have to pay $2 million to Louisville if they cancel both games.
Why's everybody wanting to cancel series with Louisville?
I don't know. First of all, if you're Georgia, you have to play now 9 conference games plus 1 Power 4 game. So why not Louisville? I mean, are you scared of the Cards?
Right.
I'm not laughing because it's Louisville. I'm laughing because it's Georgia. You're freaking Georgia. Oh, my voice went up a little bit there. I was very upset here. Yeah, so Kirby Smart doesn't want to play the Cards? Doesn't want to play Jeff Brom? Is that it? Worried about that high-powered Louisville offense that scored 24 or more 18 games in a row?
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get it either. Now, Georgia's never been one to back away from playing good teams. They always seem to have a good non-conference opponent every year. Who did they play this year? It was somebody that they beat. You got that. You don't have that Georgia. See, maybe if I did research, I'd have that Georgia schedule pulled up already. But I don't. But I'm working on it. I hit UK. I hit Georgia. I hit schedule. No, I'm wrong. They played Marshall and Austin Peay. So
Yeah, that ain't great.
maybe I'm wrong there. Who's their other non-conference game? Charlotte and Georgia Tech. That's the one they play every year is Georgia Tech.
Right.
Yeah, I guess since they – well, now it sort of makes a little bit of sense because if you are still going to play Georgia Tech every year, which you certainly expect them to do, then you don't have to play another Power 4 school, and maybe they want to play the Charlottes and the Marshalls of the world instead of Louisville. All right. I get it, but don't be a sissy.
We need to beef up the schedules, not make them worse.
I don't disagree. What am I doing first here? 6-pack or birthday?
Birthday.
Let's do birthday. Alicia Vikander,
Oh, this one's got some promise.
37. She was in Jason Bourne, the movie Jason Bourne, which was the 4th in the series. Ex Machina was what she was first known for. Alicia Vikander. Scooter?
4.
Scooter,
Something about her.
Scooter meter gives her a 4. Sean William Scott is 49. Stifler.
Stifler. Yep.
He was also in Old School. I watched part of that last night when I was flipping around. When he shoots the dart into Will Ferrell's neck. Oh, God, that's a funny movie. But Sean William Scott, 49. Lena Headey from Game of Thrones, among other things, is 52 today.
I'll go 4 again.
There you go. Nev Campbell of Scream, the original Scream, and Scream 2 and Scream 3, is 52 also today.
Let's stick with the 4 theme.
Oh, you got to go a little higher for Nev Campbell.
No.
Something about her.
No.
Ayo Edebiri. She's in The Bear, the TV show The Bear, among other things. 30 today.
3.5.
Yeah, I'm good with Ayo. Clive Owen is 61. He was in the first Bourne Identity, the first Jason Bourne movie. He's 61, among other things. Children of Men was another great role for him. Tessa Thompson. I'll bet this goes a little higher. She's 42 today. Tessa Thompson.
We'll stick with 4. A lot of 4s.
All right. You don't have to. I'm going to just say it this way. Don't be mean. Leanne Morgan, comedian. She's got her own TV show on Netflix now. My wife loves her. She is hilarious. She's 60 today. Be nice.
I mean, I don't know how I could be mean. She's a good-looking woman. I'd go 3.
ASAP Rocky, who just had their third child with Rihanna just recently. ASAP Rocky, the rapper, is 37 today. Also an actor. I don't need a number here. Gwen Stefani, 56 today, married to Blake Shelton, lead singer of No Doubt for a while, and also a solo artist.
4.5.
4.5 for the 56-year-old
like
Gwen Stefani. Tommy Lee, 63, formerly married to Pamela Anderson. I think he Motley Crue? Tommy Lee? Is that right?
I couldn't tell you.
Tommy Lee, rock and roller, 63 today. Looks like he died when he was 53. Quarterback C.J. Stroud of the Texans is 24 today. Anquan Bolden, former wide receiver for the Ravens, among other teams, Cardinals, 45. Mike Gesicki, the tight end, is he still with Miami? Because he's 30 today.
He's with the Bengals.
He's the Bengal.
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Bengals.
Courtney Lee, former Western Kentucky star basketball player, played for the Knicks in the NBA, is 40 today. Bruce Arians, former coach of the Arizona Cardinals, 73. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer, closer for the Oakland A's, pitched for the Red Sox and Cubs as well, 71 today. C.J. Abrams of the Washington Nationals, shortstop, leadoff hitter, 25. And Hall of Famer Dave Winfield, Padres, Yankees, is 74 today. Those are your birthdays. And now, since it's already 10:53, let's break out the drum roll and do the unsponsored six-pack. Today's six-pack sponsored, if you're watching on YouTube, by Gatorade Zero. I love the Glacier Freeze, a sugar-free thirst quencher. I'm just reading it off the label here. Gatorade Zero. Get yours today at all CVS's or wherever you get your fine drinking products. All right. Six-pack, 2 games under 500. Let's turn this around. Boy, I started off so promising this year. Boise State at Notre Dame, 3:30 on NBC. Notre Dame is looking for style points. They faked a punt up 42-13 at Arkansas last week. They ended up put a 56 spot up on former coach Sam Pittman. But Notre Dame is into style points right now because they believe that's the only way they can get into the playoff. The 2 losses were killers. Their schedule is not difficult the rest of the way. They might play one more top 25 team. That's if USC stays in the top 25. So I think Notre Dame is trying to kill everybody. Give me the Irish. I'm going to give the 20.5 to Boise State, who's not as good as they normally are.
A lot of points, John.
All right.
They were in the top 25 to start the year, if you remember.
And they were out quickly,
They were.
if you remember. Got crushed by South Florida in the opener. Kentucky at Georgia. I hate doing local teams in the six-pack, but until they prove otherwise, and I know I read those stats earlier, I don't care. Georgia's angry. They're coming off that Alabama loss. They're wanting to kill somebody, and Kentucky looks like they're the prey. 20.5 is the number. I think Georgia has this covered by halftime. Kentucky's defense has been pretty good, but when they're on the field as much as they have to be because the offense is anemic, it leads to bad things. I'm going to take Georgia. You disagree, I know, on this one, and I'm going to give the 20.5.
Just can't go against the stats here. I know that streak's going to end eventually, but I don't think it's this Saturday. Miami
at Florida State. Game of the week here, a night game, 7:30. It's on the American Broadcasting Company, ABC. Miami's 4.5 here. Now, they've been great. They have set themselves apart as one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the country. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Florida State's loss at Virginia last week on a Friday night on the road, I think was sort of an anomaly. Florida State is better. They beat what has turned out to be all of a sudden a really good Alabama team, and they took it to them. I think Florida State's at home. I think it's a rivalry game. I think it's a bounce-back game for the Noles. And I think it's a dangerous game if you're Carson Beck and the Miami Hurricanes. I don't know if they win it, but I'm taking Florida State and the 4.5 points. I think this is a close one down to the wire.
I like that one.
Okay. I always like to get your opinion. I know I make fun of you a lot. I really do want your opinion.
I'm hopeful that Florida State just goes ahead and wins that game.
I think they win it outright.
Would help my Hoosiers.
I do, but again, it wouldn't surprise me either way. All right, NFL, Tennessee at Arizona. I think I gave this one away earlier. 7.5's not good enough. If this was Ohio State against the Tennessee Titans and Ohio State was given 7.5, I think I'd still take Ohio State here. So I'm taking Arizona. Kyler Murray, a good division. They're better than they've been. I know they're missing James Conner, but that backup running back that they have, I can't remember his name.
Mercado?
He looked pretty good last week.
They also have Michael Wilson from the Jets.
I'm going to take Arizona. I'm going to give the points. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is finally kind of figuring it out here with his quarterback, Kyler Murray. And Tennessee's anemic. They're terrible. Cam Ward basically said that himself. Take Arizona minus 7.5. I don't like giving a lot of points on the road in the NFL.
It's dangerous.
But the Bengals are terrible. The defense is awful, and their offense has kind of caught up with their defense at being bad since Jake Browning's come in at quarterback. Detroit's 10.5 here, which is a lot, but they put up some big numbers the last 3 weeks. I'm taking the Lions. I think they win this one handily and give the 10.5 to the Bengals. I hope the hook doesn't come back to haunt me.
I like this one.
And finally, Sunday Night Football, New England at Buffalo. Tony and Big Al took New England. I hate to go along with them, but I'm going to here. I like the Patriots. I think Drake May and that offense is better than people are giving them credit for. They got a good coach in there now. Keep that in mind. Mike Vrabel knows how to coach big-time football. Buffalo has struggled offensively. I hope this is not the week Josh Allen gets it going and they put a 41 spot up on New England. Maybe they do, but I'm going to take a chance that they don't. I'm taking the Patriots plus the 8.5 here on Sunday Night Football.
I see 4-2.
You see 4-2. You hate the Georgia pick.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame, I guess, is the other one you don't like? Is that
Not
right?
big on that Notre Dame pick.
All right. So there you go. There's a six-pack. Buck and Iroquois, if you're listening. I'll say it one more time. Notre Dame minus 20.5 at home against Boise. Georgia minus 20.5 at home against Kentucky. Florida State plus 4.5 at home against Miami. Cardinals minus 7.5 at home against Tennessee. Lions minus 10.5 at the Bengals. And the Patriots plus 8.5 at the Bills. That is what we call perfect timing. St. X and Boyle County tonight, right here on the Big X. Matt Dennison, the Hoosier Report, is next. Beers on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big X.